Okay, welcome. So you all know me. You've probably not met some of the other instructors in the room. I'm Carl. You can call me Carl. Mr. Holden is my dad. It's just too weird for me. You probably think I'm old. I'm not that old. So please don't put a Mr. Holden. You can call me by my first name, Carl. Okay. Or you can say sir if you forget what it is. Just say sir here. Okay. You live in Alabama, so you know what that's like. So I'm gonna let everybody else introduce themselves, maybe tell them a little bit about what they do. So first of all, I'm Carl Holden, lead instructor here at the Video Game Design Club. I run a marketing company and I do game stuff for fun. And so here we go.
My name's Emily Mendez. You can just call me Emily. I do programming stuff that's just not video game design. So I build websites and apps. So I'm learning just like you guys are, but I'm here to help you think through problems. And if you have any questions about getting creative with it, I'm happy to help. And
Sounds good. Awesome.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm Jonathan. A lot of my friends call me John, nickname that stuck, so feel free to call me either or. I am a grad student at UAH. I'm also a programmer. I do develop apps in my free time, so I'm also learning. Learning is a never-ending process. You're gonna learn for the rest of your life. So I develop apps, and I'm also a programmer at Bowman.
All right, my name is Steven. You can call me Stevie if you want, Steven or Stevie. I graduated with a degree in animation and game design. I'm currently I'm doing some virtual reality development at my job, also a UX developer, with a company called Tritium, and then on the side I make games. So that's what I do. I mostly use the Unity game engine. If you have questions about game design or drawing, I do a lot of art. So if you're interested in learning how to incorporate art into your game, I can help out with that. And I know a little bit of programming too. So. And then Carl left us.
Kids take a phone call.
Gotta take a phone call.
So this is my first time leading it. Yay.
You got this.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
So welcome to Video Game Design Club. Who here plays Minecraft? Yeah.
That's
Awesome. I've only played like 5 hours of Minecraft, but I know how it works. We're going to take you to this website, but we need to set you guys up on the Wi-Fi here so that you're
I've got it on here.
Everybody's already set up?
I'm
Nice.
connected.
You're still setting up. Go ahead and select Huntsville West as the Wi-Fi name. The password will be all lowercase, Huntsville West. And if you need help, it's on the board here. So while you guys are getting set up, if you're a little late to it, that's fine. I'll come back, or we'll come back and help you out. Open up your browsers and type in the address bar videogamedesignClub.com. Let me know when you're all on that. This is going to be the site where we will log in your accounts. Each one of you has a very unique account with a username and password. VideogamedesignClub.com. You're going to click the top right link that says login. Once you get to the site, it's going to be orange. Right?
Wife has an emergency, but she'll be okay. She lost her wallet. There's not a whole lot we can do. Well, please tell me she found it. Hey.
Everybody's on the website trying to log in.
Well,
So your username might have a space in between your first and last initial. So be sure to type in caps if there's a caps on your notebook. It's case sensitive, is what that
Like
means.
your school password or something?
No, this notebook that you got, these are your notebooks, but I skipped over that. These are like sacred, so protect them with your lives. At school, be sure to bring them back. This is gonna be like the thing where you put your ideas down. Alright, so with your, you got your- and
Oh, that's finally.
I don't care. But you type in here, but no spaces. Video game design.
What?
And you can do the same thing. Once you go to the address bar, just type video game design.
We're streaming this.
Yeah.
Where is it streamed to?
It's going to
Go to YouTube. Oh, nice. So we we might have like people on YouTube watching
someday.
someday. Hopefully.
I don't think we're broadcasting it like on the website or anything, but it's for like.
I got in.
Awesome. Awesome. So stick with us on that page real quick.
Do you want us to save it?
You can bookmark it if you want, yeah. This is gonna be a site where you guys go home and get to play all sorts of different games, but also build them.
Alright, sorry about that, guys.
I'm gonna change my
I
profile.
had a family emergency
logged in.
here.
You're all in. So at the top right,
I'm
and then you're gonna use this.
Okay, there we go.
This is all yours.
He's an expert at this point.
You should have been-
Alright, guys,
this-
almost there. Everybody's almost logged in.
I'm gonna let Carl take it from here.
Alright. This is a club, not a class. This is not school. I want you to have fun. We're gonna learn, but not the scary kind of boring learn. Don't tell your parents I said that. This would be something you actually learn and do that you like doing, and that's making and playing video games. There's no grading. This isn't a race. You go at the pace you want to go. If you really get something, you keep moving forward, great. If not, let us help you figure out how to do any of this, because really, we want you to just learn. And, okay, sorry. Sorry I walked out, guys. I did not mean to do that. My wife had an emergency and I had to call her, okay? So I apologize for that. We're gonna get that taken care of. All right, anyways, so you talk to each other if you see something, you're working together. We're gonna even work together today on the different tables that you're at. The only exception is if you see one of our members, or one of your fellow members working hard on something, try not to interrupt people. So that's the main thing, so let's just be respectful of each other. All right, did everybody get one of these on their table? This notebook here? We have an issue?
Yeah.
Make sure they get in. It's a -00. All right, let me try.
I'm confused.
It's okay. Bryce M, right, and then B, lowercase b, lowercase m, 37253 dash. This little dash thing there, and then 00. Okay, let me make sure. Gotta make sure everybody's logged in here. Oh, we got it. Okay.
How would you
You're gonna get to you watch this.
How do you change?
We're gonna go to Bryce's. And make sure he's reset. You'll learn one thing, y'all, is when you work with computer, There will always be some technical issues.
That is the truth.
All right, let's have you try it again. She got in, right? Okay. It's VM3725. Looks like it worked that time. All right, you're in. All right. Back to what we were doing. Sorry about that, everybody. All right, I want you to go to the home page here, and then you're going to click profile if you're not already on that page. So you can see this page here. Does everybody see that? Yours will have a little man with a mustache.
Oh, I thought that was. Well.
Not open? Oh, well. Yeah, just sign back in. There we go. All right. Now go to this tab up here that says class. And then click here. All right, now it's what's on your screen is what on here. So if you don't remember everything, this is the tab you can go to go over what we went over tonight. There's also a couple games we're going to play in here tonight. So if you want to go back and play, that's great. All right, so everybody get a hold of your design log. That's what it's called. Hold it in your hands. Protect this with your life. Do not lose this. This is where you will draw and design and write all of your ideas. And that's what we're going to encourage you to do is if you've got a game design idea in your head, this is where you write it. Also, it's going to have your passwords in it, so don't lose it. We're going to try and keep track of your passwords, but I can't keep track of every single thing. So use that back page if you create a new account to write down any passwords as well. So please do not lose it. I can replace it, but I only have so many. So please keep it, take notes, start a record-keeping pattern, basically. All right, your parents may or may not like me saying that, but play more games. Now, I don't mean the same games. I mean all different types of games, because they tell you that if you're going to be a better writer, you got to probably do what? Read more books. So if you're going to be a better video game designer, don't just play Minecraft. Okay, let's play new games, all right? And we're going to start to show you ways you can play new games. If you've got a tablet or phone, playing new games is easy. You just download them.
Yeah.
But if you've got a computer, there's itch.io, which is designers like yourself and adults who upload free games for you to play. Let's not go to them just yet, but you can go to them later after we're done here today. If you've heard of Steam, you can download free games there. Congregate.com is online. I'm sure y'all also know of a couple other websites. Does anybody know of any other websites you can play games on? Online? Okay. Shopwave. I'm sure there's a couple of them. I know you sneak them on the computer when you're not doing the math assignments at school, right?
Those are like the best ones right there.
Yeah.
Steam, Congregate.
These are probably your best ones. Let me turn the AC down a little bit here so we don't get too hot. All right. So you're going to do what? You're going to play more games. All right, we're getting it. I just need to go over a couple rules. Main thing, be nice. You know this at school, but there is a large age group here. We've got people who are 8. We've got people who are 18. So it doesn't matter what your age or grade or how tall you are. I had a 10-year-old who made a game yesterday, and a 17-year-old who hasn't made a game yet. So age doesn't matter. Don't think that you need to be a certain age or wait till you're an adult to make games. Because like the guy who did Minecraft, he started when he was 9. So you all have that capability as well. Good manners are a requirement. I'm going to say them out loud so you heard me say it. No swearing, yelling, bodily functions, pushing, or whining. None of those are allowed here. We're going to have fun, but we're also not going to be dramatic, okay? One person in the bathroom at a time. The bathrooms are right out here. If you need to go, you just let us know, and we'll let one person go at a time, okay? women's room has a lock. Boys' room, I'm working on it, but the lock fell off and they're fixing it. So knock on the door before you go in, okay? And since only one of us is using it and we're the only people in the building, it shouldn't be a problem. But just knock just in case, okay? No food or soda allowed in the club. I do have water down here if you get thirsty, but while you're drinking it, it goes on the floor, please, because I do not want you to lose your laptop to another person's spilled water. Make sense? Okay, cool. When working on the computer, keep working if you get stuck. If you have a question, don't sit here and do this like school and wait for someone to come help you. Keep working on it and stick your help chip on the wall. We'll see it on the wall and one of the instructors will come and help you. The point being, we want you to keep working on it rather than sitting and waiting for someone to come fix it for you. Because once you're not here and you're working on your own games, there isn't going to be someone right over your shoulder helping you. So we want you to learn some independence, but we're more than welcome to come and help you now. So just put your chip up if you have any questions or if you're having trouble logging in or something like that. Okay? Don't say anything is stupid. If you don't like a game, don't say that game is stupid. I want you to be intelligent enough to tell me why you think you don't like it, okay? Because we're going to be making games. We're going to be playing other people's games. Nobody's game is stupid. They put a lot of work into it. You're going to put a lot of work into your games. And we're going to be able to talk about, and that's what we're going to do next, is actually test some games and talk about what we like and don't like about games, all right? And then last of all, we want you to discuss stuff. If you've got questions, feel free to tell us what's going on. If you have a cool game idea that you want to share with people, we want you to be talking with us. Let's just take turns speaking just like we would in school, but we're actually having fun here. Anyway, so what I want you to do now is this table is going to play, actually we're going to go this way. This table is going to play RPG clicker, so scroll down till you see this and click RPG clicker. This table is going to play Sort the Court. And if you have any issues, you haven't played Dark Soil yet, have you? Okay, then I want you to play Swords and Souls. You haven't played that yet. Okay, and you guys are going to play Dark Soil. So we're going to play these for about 15, 20 minutes, and then each table is going to discuss about these games, all right? So if you have a headset, all these games have sound, so you need to put your headset on. Do you need a headset? You need one? All right. We're here to help. If you have any questions, if the game's not playing, let us know. Return. So while they're playing these for the next 15 minutes, I call a couple of these and see if I can get. That's why I walked out the call. I figured she wouldn't call me, or she's. I guess I don't know. She's right. Second part. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. What was your name again? Emily. Yeah. Oh. Name tags and shirts.
I'm working on that. I don't have it. I don't have it. Yes.
But like, I like all, I like all. I just feel like fourth one. You know, and I go for, and I gotta do the one that that also is my tool for work. So, you know, like, Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight, yeah. Yeah. So Hollow Knight, Overwatch.
Never I never got into the Overwatch 3. Oh, like
So-
there's not one character that I like.
So Overwatch, I have a love-hate relationship with. You play Overwatch? Well, that came in. I have a love-hate relationship. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship with it because when the trailer first came out, you were just like, Blizzard, stop what you're doing and make movies. Like, this is
Yeah.
amazing. I want. Like, I just like I don't care. I don't know what this is. I have not seen the game. Like, I already know to get this game. You know? And then when I found out what it was like, this is like I want, but I mean, you know, and I was like, and there's part of me was like, please tell me you're in the please, man. And there hasn't, and so, and there hasn't been. So like,
There's no plans to.
they once a year, they do one lore-based event, but it has a story in it, and it's great. I enjoy that, but it's like reading a book, and yeah, it's like reading like Kingslayer, like by Patrick Rothfuss, and only you get like, so that's a big book, right? Now imagine reading that and you get like one chapter a year. That's what Overwatch is. Yeah. And so like that's why I have a love-hate relationship with it, because it's a very polished game that I really, really enjoy playing. It's very, very polished. The character design is fantastic. I'm a big sucker for character design. I love the art. I love the world they've created. Yeah. And the way the game is like, it's like if you created, it's like there's Hyrule Warriors that don't sell the game. No. There's Super Smash Bros. Melee. Now imagine Super Smash Bros. Melee, but they only had Zelda characters, and that's all I had for them. They just called it Zelda. All right, now you and I know that there's a Link to the Past for the first time. That's what Overwatch is. Like Overwatch is this huge universe, but all you get is this little window in there. Like, where basically it's like there's this established franchise that has like this deep lore that we're putting Super Smash Brothers Brawl, you know, and I want, yeah.
Do you seem to be part of considering more into the story when it comes to games in general?
Not necessarily. I mean, there's plenty of games that I like that don't have that don't really have much story. I mean, Terraria doesn't have story. That's one of the favorite video games. Like, I think my problem with Overwatch is the story is what sold me.
Oh, got it.
You know, that's what I was buying, and I'm not getting it. You know, I mean, I do love it, like God, don't get me wrong,
Right.
but I'm like,
You went in expecting one thing.
I went in, like, yeah, like, I mean, you don't, like, come on, man, like, you don't, it's like, what a waste of character design and you know, writing, if all it goes to is if all it goes to is you know, if all it goes to is just comic books, like comic books that support the story.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is, if they did like, and I love the animated shorts too. Like, the animated shorts are so good. And the thing is, if they were doing those, if like half the money they put into the esports scene was also put into building up the story and doing more animated shorts, and you know, then I'd probably be okay. I wouldn't care because I was still the story, but like, it's like, come on, you know, you can't tell me with the amount of resources that you're getting in and the team that you have, you can't do a single bit of campaign. Like, trust me, like you can't. Like, you have all the resources to create something that would be awesome. And
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Do you need headphones, Bob? Okay.
I'm more into I like the story. Not kind of brilliant in that story.
How long
Yeah.
it take?
The fact of creative is my favorite part.
Yeah, that's my best friend. Is their franchise.
This is awesome. Yeah, the Flint Origins, The Witcher 3.
I got one left to cancel and then we'll move forward.
I'm not as good at people play it all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's fun to play.
Fortnite's one I'd like to play more of.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hollow Knight's really good. That one has a story in it, which is cool. It's a little bit, it's a bit more difficult to follow because it's kind of, just because it's very, what's the word I'm looking for, non-linear, go at your own pace, kind of forward. But man, ever play Last of Us?
I have not. I know of the game. I know of the game. I didn't get a PlayStation until like
That's
yeah.
the thing. You guys want to talk about like good story?
No, I know.
Like,
No, I know.
like good.
And my roommate that I had on campus freshman year, he's working at High Dollar. And he's working on that. Yeah.
I love Last of Us.
Yeah.
Although I couldn't get to, although I got the ending, I think going.
Yeah.
I saw it. I got to like the last level. Shit, close that.
You do?
I knew exactly how it was gonna end. I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
I am really bad at this ending. But yeah, then I went watch later, and I should do one.
I saw the I played at my friend's house and I played the little intro, the prelude mission for like already know. And I was just like my heart
It's like up. It's like up.
I wasn't expecting it.
It's like an M-rated up. You're like,
He was playing it, I'm on the couch watching him play, having a good time. This new game we were talking about. And then like after that happened, and I was like,
right? I know. That's what I was like. I was like playing it. I was just like, I don't know, like,
yeah,
am I crying right now?
Yeah,
Like,
like,
oh my god.
the entire movement of my that I was like, God, I don't want to do the ball now. Like, party's over.
Oh man, like it's just how that.
What a way to put the tone. You have that stuff like that. The title come up. All right,
music, like music. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. It's so good. Another really good one for story. Like you said, Journey.
I know.
Yeah, Journey is so good. Like, and one reason why I like Journey is because like the storytelling in Journey, like there's so much thought behind it that like it meets you at like a spiritual, emotional level. It's great. Like, and then same with Hyperlight Drifter. Same with Hyperlight Drifter. So the awesome thing about Journey and Hyperlight Drifter is they both tell their story without any dialogue. I love that.
They have a lot of environmental.
It's just a lot of environmental like expressions. It's like that's I love art.
That's a great storytelling. Yeah, that's great approach when you whenever you can tell your story. You know, without dialogue. Like that, sheesh. You say you also program?
Primarily JavaScript.
That's right. You mentioned both like
And specialize in mobile web.
access and both sites on like phone.
Yes.
Okay.
Also web apps and progressive web apps. I'm trying to finish this standard creation. Once I got certification and a mobile website, I tried to capacity and finished it. And now they're Sure, let's do that. So, I'm going through the motions of that now. And trying to apply it to
Everybody's, that seems to be the new wave
Yeah,
right now.
I got my business. I don't want to pivot into that world.
Okay.
Doing AI stuff.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No. Hey, I'm in the app that I'm working on now. I'm working for AI. You would think that like simple stuff would be, oh, just go here. Take me forever. This still stuff. It gives me a new appreciation. Like when I do play games and seeing complex AI, I'm like, okay, with mad respect, because I can't make my person go left.
Yeah.
You guys doing all this stuff. Okay.
I've been trying to study neural networks and applying them to
Oh, okay, you're level
data
one,
mining.
level one.
So it's like I'm learning
Die.
the deep learning stuff. And
Right.
I don't
then
like it. It's when you plant more.
it's the quantitative stuff is what gets me.
I'm trying to
Especially
but I need to put.
trying to see how that build
Not
up.
a good
grow.
idea.
I don't know.
Well, I think they're supposed to play it for
Oh,
15
wow,
or 20
you're
minutes and
such a
then
higher level than me, how?
Talk about it.
talk about it.
That's dark stuff.
Sword Souls? Yeah.
All right, guys, let's finish up. We're gonna talk about these now. So finish up. You can play them later. You have full American right to play whatever game you want, as long as your parents are okay with it. All right, so I want you to finish up and face this way when you're done.
Okay, I did that.
There was probably some dying. Some of these games were really hard, like this one. RPG Clicker is a very hard game. You know what's impressive about that game? Someone made that in 48 hours. They did it for a competition, and it only took 48 hours to build that. One day, y'all are going to be able to do the same thing. So this table, what was the point of the game? Click? What's the point of the game? Kill stuff?
I'd say main fighting mechanic. Okay.
Yeah,
You
clicking.
walk up to a monster and it instantly engages an attack. Click to do damage. Shop, and from what I understood, I think you travel and there's higher level monsters. Unlock yourself to defeat the same monsters to get to a castle, I think. That's what
I never got that far. I always died.
I
What was frustrating about it?
The fact that sometimes you walk up to a monster and all of a sudden it has 200 health. And only do 4 damage.
Well, so what would you do to improve it then?
I'd say probably allow the person to see how much health the monster has.
Oh, no one said that before. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Very good. Was good? Okay. All right, sounds good. All right, moving on. Who did you guys did Sword the Court, right? You did that one? What's the point of the game?
So you had a small little kingdom and various people from the town or even some people outside the town would just come in and they'd ask you questions, just yes or no questions, and based on your answer, you could gain or lose population, happiness of the people in your village, or gold.
Mm-hmm.
And I've actually played this game before
Oh, yeah.
in its entirety. So
What happens at the end?
eventually, there is a dragon that comes in,
Oh, I had the dragon come once. Took all your gold.
and yeah. But if you have enough, you can, or if you have like a high enough population, you can get your entire city to slay it, and there might be multiple endings, but that's the only one I found.
Very cool. Devin, what did you think was either fun about it or something you would improve?
I improved the like look on like the people on there look more realistic.
Yeah. You think it'd be more fun if they look realistic?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, who did Dark Soil? You guys, all right. What was the point of the game?
The plant stuff. Look what came out.
Isn't that weird? Like you're planting a garden and the garden wants to kill you. Why plant the garden?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Why am I planting this? It's trying to kill me.
Yeah, it's a very weird game because you plant stuff and then it tries to kill you. But the only way to get to higher level is to kill the
It's
plants.
like you're pointing them yeah, you're trying to dodge it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it's like. So in saying that, maybe what's something you guys think they should improve?
I think they increase the spawn rate. The more plants or plants you plant, the lower the spawn rate.
Okay. What do you think?
I think that you controlled it with WASD,
Uh-huh.
but well, that's more of a control comment. But I would think I play games with controlling the arrow keys, so
Uh-huh.
I'm more used to playing with arrow keys because I don't play.
I think you can play it.
I tried to, and it didn't work. But
So giving you an option to do that.
yeah,
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. All right. And you play Swords of Souls. Which what's the now the tutorial was kind of long. What did you think about the tutorial?
It
Did
was,
you even get through it?
I don't think so.
Okay. So, what do you think was fun about it so far?
Like you get to customize your character and like get coins, get like new weapons and upgrades.
What's something you think that they could add to it?
Short tutorial.
There you go. Yeah, a tutorial takes. I played it. It took me like 30 minutes to finish the tutorial.
Oh my gosh, are you
So-
kidding me?
No, I'm not even joking.
I want to take a keyboard and
Yeah.
Or just make
So
it 10
we don't.
minutes.
Again, we don't say that that's stupid. What we say is it could definitely be improved. So, do you guys normally play games like this? Is this maybe something a little different than you played before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's important. For you to really become better designers, you need to play new stuff. Now, because of time constraints, I'm going to explain what this video says rather than play the whole thing. But does anybody have like a game idea in their head that they're like, I want to make that game? Is that in your head? Does anybody have that? Okay, I want you to write that into your design log. Not now, later. Write that in your design log. And remember, one day you'll get to that, but we need to teach you the basics first. So when you start to make games in here, we're not going to make this big game that's in your head. We're going to help you get to the point that you can make that game. Also, you will not by yourself be making like God of War, these big AAA games. That takes a whole team of people. Now, one day we're going to teach you the skills that one day you could go work for a company like that. But smaller games like that was made by one person, one or two people. That's achievable. And you'd be surprised what a single person can do. I think has anybody heard of a small little game called Player Unknown Battleground?
Yeah, very.
That very small game, barely anyone plays it, only like a couple million people. That was originally made by like one or two guys. So now he has a whole team and they work in Korea and they make lots of money, but you can do a lot, but it took him like 3 years to build that by himself. So, you got the game idea, write it down. There's nothing wrong with having an idea. Or if you have new ideas, write those down because you may be able to incorporate them in the games you'll be making soon. So just keep that in mind. I'm sure you got big ideas, but let's learn the basics first. Now, you hear this all the time from your parents. I need you to do this. I need you to go clean your room. That kind of stuff. Well, I need you to help us as a club grow. We need you to tell your friends about this, those who are also interested in the Game Design Club, because guess what I want to do? As a creator of this, I, as a kid, didn't have an opportunity. I had to learn this all by myself, and everybody thought I was weird. And I was a nerd at school, and they're like, oh, he draws pictures of games, what a nerd. Believe it or not, there was one day where video games weren't cool. The 90s were a dark, dark time. Okay? Pokemon was also in black and white, not the version, that's what color it was, black and white. All right, so things have changed, but I eventually want to turn this into the Hogwarts of video game design, where it's a whole building full of technology and tablets and multiple VR computers where we can all hop in a VR world together. I need your help to build that. We need your help to get that way. So tell your friends about what we're doing, show them the games that you're working on, okay? So what to do when you're not here. You can work on lessons we're about to work on. There are also things called challenges. We're gonna go over that. By the way, you're all, except for Daniel, he's a level 2 game designer because he's come 2 nights previously, but all of you are now level 1 game designers. As you come to class, as you do challenges, you're gonna literally level up and you'll have your own public profile. I'll show you what it looks like similar to this once you will get a profile in here with a gamer tag and an avatar, and your friends will be able to go on this website and check out your avatar, your designer level, and any games that you make. It'll be posted on the internet, so they'll be able to download it, so you can prove that you're designing games, right? So.
It's awesome when people play your feelings. Like
Exactly,
like
it's
when
fun.
one of the games I made is called Square Balls, and like one of the best feelings in the entire world was watching a bunch of other guys like get together and they're picking these like weird little like fruit cube creatures, and they're just having this crazy good fun time playing this game, pushing each other into lava, and then them just saying this is the best game ever. And like one guy was like not having a good time at this event we're at. Just was like, sits down to play this game, and he walks away with the biggest smile on his face. It's the coolest thing ever. So like making your games and then having your friends play them, so great. Love it.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Because unfortunately, if your parents haven't told you, Harry Potter's not real. There's not such a thing as magic. But this is the closest you'll ever get to magic and to creation and spells in real life. So think about that. You can create really cool things.
Wow.
So what I need from you this month, I need you to think of a gamer tag. If you already have one for PlayStation, you can tell me. We'll write it down and get it on the website. So that's what your public profile. It's not going to have your name just for privacy reasons. So if you're like Gamer252 on PlayStation and that's what you want to do, or you can do something else. But let us know that. Also, if you've got a picture that you would like to have as your gamer tag, avatar, or whatever, you can get that to us as well. So start thinking about that this month. You don't need to decide today, but I would like to have that so that we can put it on your website. Okay?
A small comment on
Sure.
that. Some of our other designers already designed their own characters. So if you wanted to use your artwork or anything that you've already created, we could use that too. Just let us know, and we'll help you upload it.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to go over the website. So let's go back to the profile. And I want to show you how this website works. So you should be able to just click the back button because we got here, or you can click profile up in the top corner. All right. So right here is going to have your gamer tag, and then it's going to say what level you are. Once we're done this week, I will be putting in everybody's level.
Carl's a super boss.
Yeah, I'm level 50. I'm the boss. Anyway, so this will have your picture that you upload. That'll also be the picture that shows up on your public profile for everybody else. This is where you're going to access the lessons. We'll get to those in a minute. But I want to go over each of these tabs. The second tab is level. So it's going to tell you what your current level is and what each level requires. So like 1 through 10 requires 100 EXP, and similar to other games you played, the higher level you get takes more EXP. This is how you get experience points. Every session you come to is worth 50 experience points. If you do challenges outside of the club, you will get experience points as well. I'll show you those. And if you get a friend to sign up and join, you get 300 experience points. You go up a couple levels, all right? Because being a game designer, part about being a game designer isn't just about knowing how to build games, it's about knowing how to build a team and work with other people. Okay? Any questions about that? Make sense? It's like a real life video game, and you guys are leveling up. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Skill tree is the next one. these are the 5 areas of video game design that we're going to go over: coding, graphics, audio, writing, and mechanics. We're still building out all of the lessons. Orange is what's available currently, and that's a good probably 3, 4, 5 months worth of work. So you're not going to run out of anything anytime soon. I challenge you to try and do all of these. There's a lot of stuff. Class, the 4th one, is what we do every single week. But if you wanted to review it later or go back and play those other games, you're more than welcome to. Challenges is what you can do outside of the club. So each of these has a challenge, like if you go to play, you can go into this challenge, and it says to play 5 games, each of a different genre, like puzzle, adventure. Wikipedia has a list of all the different genres. What you then do is play each of them for 30 minutes and write the following about each of them. Once you upload it into here and I look at your assignment, you get 100 AXP, which is the equivalent of coming 2 days. Because it is a lot of work. You got to do, well, work. You get telling you to play 5 games. It's really not work. So you can do things outside of class in challenges to continue to level up. And then last of all is club. Our club also has a level. Currently, actually, this is going to change soon. It should be we're about to have 35 members. So at level 50, we can get a larger room. Hopefully everybody will get to have more little individual space as opposed to what we've got now. So what it means is in adult words, I'll be able to afford a larger room because adult stuff costs money. So as we have more members, the more equipment and space that we can have. And that's up to you helping me get there, us there. Sorry, by the way, these guys are great. And I first started this by myself, was not expecting anyone to help me, and have so many great people join just within the last month. So I'm still trying to get used to saying we and us. So at 60, we'll get a second VR computer. At 70, we're going to get drawing tablets, the big digital ones that you can start doing digital drawings on. And at 80, possibly having a second Saturday where we can come and build games together. So I need your help on that, just real quick, and then we'll move on. Ways that you can help us grow or level up the club. Invite your friends and parents to come and visit us one night. You can invite your friends to a network party, by the way, which is happening on the 19th. We're going to sit and play games. No learning, just playing for 4 hours straight, Minecraft, Fortnite, or whatever else you want to bring to play. All right? So invite your friends to come to that. They can come. It only costs them $25 if they decide to join. We won't even charge them anything. So that's a great way for you to help us build the club. Also show your friends your design log, what you've been drawing, or show them your public profile once you've got games on there. Tell other people about us, like at church. I'm sure you've got youth groups you're going to. And if you don't have social media, have your parents share your work on social media, show everybody what you're doing. So these are ways you can help us level up the club so we can get more cool equipment, more people here, so that we can turn this into the Hogwarts of video game design. Sound good? This is how you access everything within the website. So now that we're in hour 2, oh my gosh, an hour has passed already. That's crazy. We're going to give you 2 options. You can either go into coding and start learning Scratch. Has anyone done Scratch before? Okay, so some of you may have experience in it. This is going to be a little bit more about building an actual game in it as opposed to just moving the creature around. So you can do Scratch, and we'll be showing some stuff up here on the board. Or if you would like to learn level design, there's also a program you can use called GameStar Mechanic, which doesn't require any program. Have you done it before? Okay. It doesn't require any programming. It's more about dropping blocks into a level and creating a level that you jump through. So again, we're not going to tell you what to do. If you want to go over to graphics and learn character design, that's also available. So this second hour is really up to you, what you want to take a look at. If you've got any questions, it's free reign now. You guys check out what you want to. We're here to help you. Sound good? All right, so you can choose either Scratch or GameStar mechanic or something else.
Where's that?
Where's this one?
Mhm.
GameStar mechanic can be found if you go to mechanics,
Underneath profile at the top right.
top right,
of the website.
and then it's a GameStar mechanics underneath level design. And if you start GameStar mechanic, we may need to help you get a login and stuff. Any questions? So you're free to try something out.
I want to try more.
So if you're going to do coding, I would prefer that you start at Scratch, and if you can finish Scratch, then you can move on to Tinker. So it's going to make sense progressively. Did you take the first quiz?
No.
Okay. So there is some progression where Tinker or Game Maker probably won't make sense if you don't know everything about Scratch first.
Why?
So you want to start Scratch?
Do you get this?
You don't have a Scratch account, or
Maybe try putting on the.
okay. What we're gonna do instead of putting your parents' email in that when it asks for, do you have your own email? Okay, cool. Not everybody in here has emails, so
Do you have to do an email on here to do this?
no, just press the X up at the top. Hey Daniel, do you want to put your logo on this, and I can put it in the website? Sure. So, oh, that's a good question. You're on a Mac. With the Finder, see if it shows up somewhere. Yeah, I think it's the no name. Yeah. So if you want to drop it, if you've got it, you have it on your desktop. Okay. Yeah. So just drop it, and it should copy it. Okay, cool. And then press the eject button. And then eject button. There you go. Is that also what you want your name to be, as stars with a Z? Or do you want something else?
Yeah, start with it.
Okay, cool. All right, you can go back to what you're doing. I just wanted to grab that for you. Okay, great. Good job. So click here to continue. Now you'll see once you finish stuff, it's going to be green up here, so you know where you're progressing. Now this is a video, so you may need headphones for this. Did you not bring any?
No, I
That's okay. Thank you. This is going to go over how Scratch can be used to make programs, so we're going to learn loops and statements.
Okay, cool.
That's all really video games are, just loops and statements.
Yep.
You'll go.
Alright, so to start something, you have to create. Let's see. Oh, did you go to your email?
No.
Yeah, you gotta go to your email and confirm it, or it won't let you make it. Yeah, click that, you're good. Should be good to go as soon as that's done. Alright, let's try again. Alright. So have you used Scratch before? Okay. Easiest way to learn Scratch is there's tutorials over here that kind of let you familiarize with how to use these different codes. Okay? These guys are so smart they don't even need us.
I know.
I've already done
Run on Scratch.
coding before.
What languages do you know?
No
Doesn't make sense, but-
HTML.
C sharp.
I think so.
Well, whenever you're ready, I've got plenty of things in the actual lessons to teach you.
How do you do this anyway? Oh. Not stars.
Well, I can't go
I had
on
two
my
parents
Yeah.
contact me. They didn't even know how they heard
Me.
about us.
game, but I'm like,
It's just like, yeah, someone was talking about you.
What? That game made me realize
Yeah,
I love
that's
my
amazing.
games, but like,
Uh,
they didn't hear me talk.
I have Google Voice. Yeah, because I didn't want my normal number. That one already rings a lot. Yeah, that's a
That's
good
what
number. And I picked it because it's fairly easy to remember. It's only got
programming.
like 4
That's
numbers
what
in
I
it.
was beginning to see to do. Well, I feel like for me, I have a good programming foundation. Pretty confident that I just can't. Great.
Yeah.
I have to like you.
Okay, cool. Let me grab her real quick. I just approved it, so okay, you're good to go.
So,
Sure.
so,
Or actually, you know what? Put it right in place. Remind me of your name again.
Sure. or can I say Andrew?
Yeah, I think if I had it there.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so flight underscore
Capital B.
sure.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right.
It's in there.
Thank you.
I was
Good idea. It's a good idea. I know some of them. Yeah, there's gonna be continually new ones. I like that idea. I had thought about possibly putting their name outside here. But they might have no. Were you able to understand that second one about the loops and scheme?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Also, y'all have stuff you would like to add to the website. Would be helpful, stuff you've come across. Please let me know. Always adding new things back in. Just programming and stuff. I'd love to give you a login if you wanted to check out what's in there.
Sure.
One guy's going to come possibly some Roblox classes. Which is
Oh, I
very, like,
love Roblox.
right. Maybe we can get you into programming something.
I have
But,
a friend. Oh, so after we do this, you want us to make it over from scratch.
The best way to do it is to go ahead and open a copy of Scratch and kind of pause it, and do it alongside of it.
Oh, okay.
Good question. I'll have to make sure that's clear. But anyway, I'll get you logged in and check out what we've done here so far. I would definitely like for you to check out the character design stuff.
Love to.
See what's in there. They don't have as much like programming stuff in there maybe as I could, so super open. Yeah. Any kind of like rudimentary stuff that maybe I don't cover in there.
Yeah, I'd love to take a look at it. Up with thoughts and characters.
I'll get you all both without you.
I can understand it for a program. Or looking at it.
And if you have an idea of a possible tutorial, like you want to help me create one, again, super open.
Yeah, be great. I'm down. Really down.
Have you thought about maybe, or eventually having maybe somebody come in and talk? I know we have a therapist army.
Yeah,
On the art.
I definitely want to get guests. I guess we could make them a demonstrator.
I actually know. I know it. I know it's a therapist army.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to just make a login here.
I'll go out for you.
Did I ever get you? Do you want one? One of these? The design locks.
Oh,
You
I
want
have one.
Okay.
I used one today, actually.
Okay, great. You like one, Steve?
Oh yeah. Love one.
Your own design log there. You can write your password in it too, just in case you want to. Just like our other designers, right? I need to write stuff down or I'll forget. So the easiest way to learn Scratch, if you want, there's also some tutorials on the side.
Can I change it?
Yes.
What else? That's where we get the proper.
Subscriber. Yeah. You decide they want to add additional stuff, we can upgrade you. Cool.
Alright. Oh. Just put in the username.
Yeah, whatever you want, and then the email, and then you can change the password if you click show password.
Jake who? Cheney? Why did I look like him? Or does he look like me?
Dun, dun, dun.
Is he a ginger?
No, but you guys have very similar facial structures.
I mean, I'm from,
They'll eventually like catch on to
I'm
everybody
not
else.
from around here. I moved here from, yeah, far, far away land.
It is what it is. It happened, so.
I guess it changed that.
Not all flourish in the environment of structure.
The research.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. All right.
And then,
So an add a user.
Have you read this book?
No,
Well, it's cool. It's about Jason Sharp.
you know, I was listening to a podcast.
Yeah, no. So I was born in Maryland.
Pretty much.
Moved to Arizona when I was 5. Moved back to Maryland when I was 10. Moved back to Arizona when I was 14. On a commission.
Where the
When I
book
was
was
like
like called
18.
or look at
19.
chapters. And
It's in
he
the
shopped
West,
her
and like back, and my parents were like, "Ooh, you need to in common." I was like, "No,"
that game was
and I did. And I went to did school
out
out there, and that's
Witcher 3.
that's I most recently.
And the chapter is pretty much written by developers. If you interview them, you know,
Already
and you
an
those
internship
developer
that
work
will
will make the
hopefully
chapter. Very good read. I was thinking maybe spitballing, you know, just
It's with
like maybe it can be a good maybe something where
it's with the Trivium.
you can read and talk about a chapter, talk about a thing. Because pretty much the developers are
what's the
really
language like?
Well, yeah. So it's gonna be so towards the end of this.
that's right. I keep no.
And then this month.
I have to too.
Or I
Yeah,
think
I
it
have
was-
to.
so the internship goes to the end of this
In
month.
But
They
the
drop some bombs.
no, you're right.
This week
Yeah.
and next
But I'm
week,
totally
I'm
fine
working
with
on a
sharing,
project.
but it's
No,
probably not one we
I
can
get it.
just
No,
read.
and
I
and
forgot.
what kind of job.
But
about.
it's a good eye.
Project goes really well. I made the offer.
Because these developers are telling you what it's
If
like
not,
to
I made
work.
like on a temporary
In the case
job
of
there
us trying to
where
pull
they're
a
out
100-hour week, or yeah, 100 hours a week.
I was just listening to the guy who, there's a, do you watch or listen podcasts at all?
Some.
Okay, there's a Game Makers
Toolkit.
Toolkit.
I love the Andrew Toolkit.
They interview creative directors
I know it.
and stuff of games. I was just listening to one, and you should definitely check it out because they just brought in the guy who did Uncharted, the creative
gosh.
director,
Oh my gosh.
and then they brought in the guy
So
who also did
like take
Horizon
moments
Zero
like
Dawn.
binge.
Did you play that game?
I know of it. Yeah,
You need to play that game.
Yeah, I know.
It's a
Extra
master.
credits. Extra credits is great.
Have you played Horizon Zero Dawn?
I've seen it play.
Oh, everybody needs to play that game.
I wanna play it.
Games at your house.
You should come and start playing games with me. I'm totally down. Eventually, I'll just move all my game stuff to here. And we'll play together.
Eventually, I'll get a
What's up,
PS.
bud?
Eventually, I'll get a PS4. And I'll be able to play games. I'll play these games I want.
Eventually, maybe a little bit of me wants to be able to build this so that I can have a whole VR arcade, so that we can all.
Cool.
I dream of building VR arcade console as big as this
Like
and
the Void.
yes.
You said the Void. Oh my gosh.
Also,
Well,
Well,
yeah,
she wouldn't have. 'cause
she
it's
wouldn't
in
have
Utah.
because it's in Utah and well, and New York City and
I knew
Las
that you know
Vegas
what it-
and London and
You can tell he's a fan.
and Disneyland. But
We
Disneyland,
have one at Disneyland?
yeah,
Wow, Boyd is making some
I went
stuff.
to Disneyland.
Yeah?
Me
That's
too.
pretty cool.
there's a Star Wars experience there. So
Villains.
but the Void is like so like normal VR right now, as it currently stands, you either are like you're in a small room, you have a very confined space, you're usually tethered to a computer. If you're lucky, you have like a backpack, you know, but you're like the super confined space, right? Well, with the Void, not only like everything that you experience in your virtual reality experience is mapped to something in the real world. So if you are walking and you get to a wall in front of in this virtual experience, there will be a wall there in real life, so you can actually touch it and feel it, right? Now,
It's
not
basically a 3D space mapped to the VR itself. And they can change it every once in a while, right?
Yeah. And so not only that, but like take it's crazy. So like there's
Can't
one
imagine
ex-
renting space
Does
here.
everything make sense?
but when there's an experience where I had this like I could reach out and I grabbed a what's it called a torch and I could feel a torch and I picked it up and I moved it around and like but I was touching it, I was feeling it. You know, and like there's a part where I had to light something on fire, I could feel the
Play the
heat
noise.
from the fire. When going on this elevator, like I felt this elevator thing go up, it felt like going up, and then like when it opened up to this, and I got out of this cave, and there's like this ocean breeze that hits me. Like I can feel the wind, like as it goes out. Like I'm feeling all of this stuff, right? Because the thing is, they have.
Yeah, so you just loops it, these commands
This
10
isn't
times
this
and
isn't
then
the void
it's done.
the
So if
void
you wanted
virtual
to
reality.
just do it
entertainment
once,
center. So like you actually
you
go
would
to
actually just take it through it.
yeah, so like there's things, yes, like a fan will trigger will trigger when you get to a certain event, or things like
Or you can take 2 times and just do
whatever experience they have.
So technically,
Yeah,
programming, this
it's
would
really
be called
cool.
a.
So like there's the Ghostbusters experience, and you fight the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man at the end,
And it would just run
and
the code
he
twice.
explodes, and you can
Really,
smell
once you
marshmallows.
understand how this works.
Like you can
typing
smell
it out
marshmallows.
makes a lot more sense.
It's
So
so
on a
great.
computer, all it is brackets. Like this
Where was that
would be
one?
the top
That one's
bracket,
in Europe.
and then you open a new bracket, you type that code,
Yeah.
and then you type the code inside that bracket. It's just kind of a layering. So Scratch helps you understand that layering without all.
What?
But if you
Maybe.
understand the patterns that you're
Like
creating,
the
then
nice
typing
thing about
one
it is
day,
because it's like
not
this
gonna be
one-to-one,
that as hard.
like from real life to your virtual space to real life. Like because of that, it's cool because you can walk and or you
Oh,
can
cool. yeah, if you
what's
want
cool about
one of
that
the
is so you can be
projects,
walking and
one on the site.
you don't get motion sickness like for other
Just
virtual
let me know.
experiences. Because, like in virtual reality, when you're standing, if you like press to move, like you'll feel sick because you're moving even though you're not moving, you know. So yeah.
Maybe pausing there. You're actually the first to take this. What are you thinking of it? So, does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Did you ever realize they did that? Have you ever thought about that? It's super like important in design. So I'm glad. Hey, if anything doesn't make sense, you just let me know, okay? Awesome. It's so much fun when you go through the character design one. I actually made a character and steps through seeing the character develop as I do the steps of the character design. I know. Well, and I also literally organized this within 3 months' time. So this idea wasn't in my head in February. So, but I agree. I think orientation, that's part of why I think given this at least, but better orientation. I need to get better about Slack. Slack just, I don't know, I haven't gotten into it. I know everybody, my generation is using it, but I'm slacking in my Slack. I just, I don't know, there's something about it. Yeah,
What? Slack is actually super helpful when you need to like coordinate different things online and groups and whatnot. Like it's like if you're working like as a big team and you need to like break off and SWAT team like an art team or whatever.
actually, I would prefer we don't take them out just so that you're still in here. I'll just tell you where it is, bud. Sorry, I didn't say that.
Oh, no.
Just so that you're still in here. All right, you turn right, and it's over on the left. Says men's on it. Yeah. Ooh. Sorry, I didn't mention that before.
That was fun.
But But I agree, there should be, I guess, what do I do, like, should I write up some kind of training thing? What do I?
Well, you know, I was talking about making a checklist,
Mm.
you know, onboard. I think something would apply similar to instructors to get started on the platform. This is what we're going to do before you come to the workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about what you want to talk about.
Yeah, because I would definitely like instructors to start like doing the first hour as well, not just me preparing something. That would be really cool. What's his name?
It'd also be nice to know, because like I don't have limited time. I don't want people to come necessarily every week. You know, I could try to come every week, but like at least I can, you know. But like if there's times when I know like I can play to my strengths, it's like okay, so a lot of the guys are like going to be working on character design today. Like that's a great time for me to come, you know. Or if you need me to teach visual effects, like real visual effects in Unity, that's a great time for me to come. You know, well, pretty much anytime. Anything in Unity, it's a good time.
We're in the first week right now, but on Tuesday, I think we'll turn to they'll find what they like and they'll learn at their own pace. And so as we move into the third week, there's some people who are learning some like just wanting to learn the graphic side.
Some just want to play.
Some just want to play games. And I think we'll get starting to
And for the ones that just want to play the games, like we can, there's still a lot that you can do there. You can invite them and be like, okay, so what? Like teach them how to break down the games that have an experience, you know. But then I also become really good QA.
Yeah, the thing we've got to figure out how to juggle is the fact that they can kind of choose what they want to makes it difficult for like myself to tell you, oh, these are gonna work. I'm surprised he's going for a lot of minutes, which I'm very impressed. I wouldn't know ahead of it what they're gonna do, so that's where I'm like, don't want to push them into anything either. So that's where this might be a little. Now, if we did like some workshops where that first hour where you could come in and do character design, like a thing that month or something, that would be easier. Yeah. The flexibility of it is its own strength and weakness. I think
yeah, we're going to find that there's going to be a structure to that flexibility.
yeah, I haven't figured that out yet.
So this is a hybrid thing.
Yeah, I don't even know how I would do that.
But yeah, that's what I think stems from being able to have everybody contribute as instructors.
Well, I mean, at least my vision in the future when this is a larger building where we can actually have people kind of siphon off into interests. That's true. Yeah, I'll be here the Saturday evening if you maybe want to set up time. Steve has to work. I'm just gonna sit here and work on stuff. So I'm down. Like I'm elated it's gotten as far as it is. I also maybe need the help forward thinking. Let's make sure the upward motion doesn't go like that roller coaster. Oh, me too, but this has all been self-investment, so I kind of needed work to do. And I mean, and any thoughts that you have, write in your design log, guys.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, do it because I'm hesitant.
Yes.
Is it broke? Oh. That's, they're, you write anything in that one? Whitney? Yeah, that's the second one. Say what? Too big? Everything's the same password. That's secure, right? So if they find it in one place, all on separate.
You're done.
I don't do that with my normal company, but I just don't. I already have too many passwords, so. We'll redid this, it looks way better. Do that? Yeah, it looks better. Cool.
JONFHIEODS.
When was the last,
My
F.
computer's.
I'm sorry, Shield, FHIEODS. J-O-N.
ask something?
Yeah. F. You're fine.
When's the last game that?
What's that? I didn't go to last month because
Look for a
I was
keyboard.
sick.
What do you think about those games?
They're super helpful for me. Like they're really helpful. Like the ones that I've been to in Utah, they help me get jobs for small jobs. But help me get jobs for. So
Yeah, I just wonder, like, it feels like it's a group that Open Game Dev feels more like a group only for people who do game design. So the barrier to entry, we had like 5 people show up who haven't done anything. I think it was a little intimidating, but there were people who've not made games before that were showing up. I think had the perception that might be a place for them to learn. That made me start thinking that maybe some way the design club could help facilitate one day facilitate some adult.
it's more for I think that you can learn that way directly, but meetings are more for like networking and discussing design principles. And you definitely will learn that way. But it is.
I don't know how it got in there here, but that's just some back end stuff. I've got to make sure. I'm gonna have you put this here. Yeah. So smart breaking the systems. As part of game design. Do you want to take a lesson? Is that what you're looking for? Okay, so you go to profile. And you want to do coding like Scratch, or would you like to learn level design? Let's go to mechanics. Go to level design. And start this one here. And click that register one there. Yep. That's where you'll make an account. So yeah, you can either use that same password or you can make a new one. I would write it in the back with the other one. Back page. Yeah. That one's yours? Looking good. Gotcha. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's how you do it at least in Scratch. Now, can he walk through them though? Like walk in between them?
Yeah, you can look.
Okay.
You just have to try to.
Yeah, I just feel like the game dev one was a little more conducive to those in the thick of it. And I think they could maybe, I don't know, if someone came and did a little more like structural stuff too. But that takes away from the people who are worse. I don't even know if that's the place for
It's
people
it's
with
more for
interest.
networking.
Yeah.
It's more for networking, and that's why I said it's plays like indirect. Definitely that. But more often. But what it's mostly for is it's a great platform for if you are working in a game and you need a place to like network, to collaborate, get ideas. But if you're just coming in and trying to learn, it's still good to go to, but you're not gonna
I
like
don't get this
you-
part.
you're not gonna necessarily learn. You don't get that part?
When you have to throw the hat. Oh, thank you.
Thank you for helping. Oh, yeah, it's already finished. You're gonna have to make it, or just add a letter or something. Because I was thinking eventually we could create a community and we could, one day I'd like to have like a Huntsville Game Con where developers, both young and old, come together, show the things that they're working on, invite people and grow that. I think maybe Huntsville won't be the app city, maybe Huntsville could be the video game city. People go to build video games.
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
That would be
we've got the
amazing.
talent, we've got smart programmers. Is Boeing fun? It's not. Is marketing fun? It's not. Let's just face it. Our normal adult jobs are boring, y'all. So get into video game design so you don't have a boring adult job like mine.
Huntsville becomes a video game city because everyone's frustrated with their adult job.
Hey, so there you go,
Do you
right?
hate your
We're tired of blowing stuff up.
That's the marketing tagline. Do you hate your adult job? Well, make video games.
And come to Video Game Design Club. Because adult jobs stink. I'm serious, y'all. You really don't want adult jobs. It's terrible. I did, yeah. It's still terrible. What do you look for?
No.
You said you're so organized. You're the first human being to ever say that.
Wait, no, quest.
It's in folders.
Right.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna need, yeah.
What? I've done this before. Can your brother help me out?
Well, hopefully it just plays. You click allow always, always allow. You might have it installed. Hopefully. Okay, great. You're good to go. Thank you for helping him.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the questions and see what you got wrong.
No, I jumped and died.
Oh, I didn't mark these ones. Let me look through and I'll tell you which one. Alright, so. Yeah, that's the one that you miss.
That was so cool. I just learned something. If you throw it at there,
It puts
you
it
can
up on it.
actually teleport there.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh,
It says
What's up,
something
bud?
else. I was just trying to figure out how to download Vector, but I couldn't know that it go to it. It says go online, so.
yeah, you can do it inside this, or you can download a desktop version.
I
You're really gonna like that. That's a lot of fun. There's just so much more available to them now than back when like, we were their age.
Mhm.
And the fact that back then you didn't make games unless you worked for AAA. The
Mhm.
tools weren't available.
They weren't as available as they are now. You know, like there were some tools available, but I mean,
A lot of them were be paid.
Yeah.
Not this open source stuff.
Yeah, because Unity is free. You only pay you pay royalties depending on how much it makes. Like Unreal's free as well. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think there will continue to be a trend of it being kind of kind of a hobby thing, just like how people sit and write music. That generationally, some people just sit and make games just even for fun sometimes. That's going to be more. I didn't realize that game jams are only like 10 years old or less. The whole concept of a game jam has not even been around but for a decade. These kids aren't even that old. We haven't even been doing game jams that long. So what's going to be helpful with that one is for you to open up your own copy. Is that what you're doing? And to actually like, just so you know, follow it along, pause it, and like do it on your own. Also in the corner down there is a.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Sorry. Kids are all too smart. We don't even need our help.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Thanks, Phil.
So, how do I?
I'm not sure it's your mom. Oh. Let's take a look here. I'm not familiar with.
How
He
to
wants
share
to
it?
share with his mom.
Okay. Yeah, I think what we'll have to do is copy the link.
There's a way of something up here you can share, like do a file or share, or like do an executable with it.
Oh.
Download to your computer.
Yeah, download it to your. Well, no.
No.
What we can do. I've got an idea. Probably I didn't really think about this till now. That's a orientation thing that needs done. Go to your profile. Or go to that, yeah, and then go to. Sorry. Trying to figure out when this is. My stuff. This here. Okay, yeah. Copy in there. And then go to the website. I've got to figure out a way for y'all to submit your stuff a little more efficiently. Here's what we're going to do. Go to the contact page.
Oh, like
And then just email myself. And put your name there, please. Here, just put it. It doesn't really matter. Do something. And then click submit. I'll email it to me, and I'll get it on there tonight. That sound good? All right.
So that's what my thing is that I was on.
Of course. Was this not working?
Wait, is there one back there?
Yeah, there's one on there. Yes. Yeah, if you don't need to, there are plugins for your laptop so it doesn't die. What when I first set this up, I was sitting too close to it. And I got home and, oh gosh, you can't see. Yeah. Can't see.
Big monitor.
What's up? You need help? Oh,
Pretty cool concept.
Yeah, it is.
he's probably gonna get right up there. Oh. I'm betting that when that laser goes all the way over here, you've got to run right behind it and throw your hat. Yeah, it's right over there. Oh, yeah.
That was close.
Like a champ.
I jumped over it.
You were lucky.
You
Yeah.
got lucky.
Or maybe it was a trick.
Ah,
Oh, I thought checkpoint.
That is not a trick.
I thought it was a checkpoint.
Is that making sense? As you move forward, you open up more sprites, and eventually you'll get sprites to build your own levels. It's starting to teach you how to make levels, and then you'll eventually get to make your own levels.
oh. Oh, yeah. I made it.
By the way, I really appreciate you
That's
coming
like
tonight.
Mario
I
or
already said
something.
that already. It means a lot.
Oh, that makes sense. When that comes under, I run through. Oh, run.
Yes. Yes. So if you go back to the website, probably have enough to paste this first one. Sure. Go to coding. And go to Scratch. And then intro to Scratch. And at the very bottom,
Oh,
it'll say that quiz there, you click that. Then you start
I
quiz, and it's got like 5 questions they'll ask you about Scratch. That sound like a triumphant yes. Is that gonna work?
Yeah. So I
Ah.
had the ball and it goes so
No.
quickly, it stays out for 2 seconds.
Oh.
That small edge. I could have decreased the speed.
What's that?
Oh, I got flat.
Pretty good at programming,
Got
but
slack.
I put some,
Oh, I like jumps
some experience.
yeah, I put CSS.
Oh, you go to the same class that he does with that young
No,
man?
I don't go to this is the only class.
Oh,
I wanted to do some type of coding class like hashtag that was because that always takes people trying to do it.
so it's called C#.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
you're young. Hey, don't laugh.
No. It's a generational
Yeah.
thing. It's a
We laugh
generational
because
thing.
we're from
Yeah,
a
or
generation that it was not called hashtag.
yeah.
Hashtag has only been around for about
That's
10
scary.
years.
See,
I like it. I like it. See hashtag. Go. So
It's a mouthful. C
Well,
slash is
one of-
C sharp is fast.
No.
Fine.
one of the
Yeah,
things
that's something.
we're not laughing at you, we're laughing with you. One of the things we
Oh,
do
that's
in this is we'll
stupid.
actually make an HTML game. It's like a quick adventure, and you
Oh, yeah.
build a story. You'll eventually get to that
Oh,
after you finish
it's like
some of
I
this stuff.
walking.
We do actually build a game with HTML.
No.
And if you've already had a class, you could probably skip ahead if you wanted in a future session to try that game out.
Yeah, I know.
No.
I do a lot of my work. I don't know.
Some of the wording with C# has never really made sense to me, like why they would call some things that maybe I've just done too much.
That's probably what it is. Yeah. Yeah. C# is like my favorite language.
I think it's basically the most popular one, partly because of Unity, I think.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
And I do.
So what?
My dad does JavaScript.
Yeah, well, it's the programming language of the internet, basically.
Yeah.
You can actually build games with JavaScript.
I know a friend in my grade.
I
that
just
started
died
that and it was all,
and
like,
completed the level at the same time,
Very cool.
so it went glitchy.
What were you saying?
Oh yeah, I do all my like Apple and I do the stuff. The Apple thing I do stuff.
What kind of apps do you
Right now I'm working on a sandbox puzzle type game.
use? Okay.
Ooh.
Very cool.
You can do it.
Well, if you, there's something else I've been telling people.
No.
Want people to try your game out.
We're like,
Oh, you
wait,
took it from me.
We've got people to try it out.
Yeah.
So that's Ben East. He went and interned at Roblox for like a month,
Mhm.
and he wants to possibly do a tutorial
Yeah.
where he teaches kids Roblox.
I think that'd be nice to have, but we eventually have people bring like, and come in and kind of talk or kind of show.
Well, I want to record when they do come in because they may not be able to come to all sessions.
And you can have it on the website. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You never
That's the
know,
idea.
just keep growing. Maybe you can get somebody from like EA or
Oh, that would be super cool.
Activision talking
Super
about like
cool. That I probably gotta like have the dough rolling
oh,
in a
now
little
I
better.
get it.
If I could maybe pay for them to like come, they might be willing.
oh,
But I
yeah.
feel like anybody in California or those places out there think they all just sound like Forrest Gump out here. That it's dangerous.
Okay, so I forgot to bring my charger and my battery's not low.
What's the hole look like? Where do you plug it in at? This should last for another 12 minutes. Let's see.
There's two Emilys.
That's my wife.
Oh, that's your wife.
Yeah, two Emily's.
Oh, that was
What does your wife do?
She actually does.
Let's see if this
Oh, yeah?
plugs in.
Nice.
okay.
Where at?
Did it work?
No.
Let's see if it works.
Yeah, I should show you. I don't know what kind of argument.
Little things show up.
Yeah. What?
Awesome.
What do you mean? You don't know what kind of art I'm into?
It's out there.
It's out there.
Yeah, I can't mention it.
Oh, gotcha. I actually brought my sketchbook if you guys want to take a look at it.
Yeah, that would be awesome. We'd love to show them too.
I don't think I have any concept art for my video game in here, unfortunately, but. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, we definitely need to have you come in and show them. I saw some of your stuff on yeah, I gotta figure out how some of that with certain ages, we'll have to figure out how to let them flip through.
Oh yeah, there's
Maybe get some
there's a-
electrical tape. I just don't want a parent get mad. What is your core like this?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That is for my game, so that one you could show me like this is what Steven's doing for his game.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I would definitely love it one night.
Let me see real quick. I think the only sure
I saw your not Wookiee, Ewok on Facebook.
Oh yeah. This one. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have to pull them out,
No,
man.
it's perforated, man.
Okay.
I do that all the time. Here.
Okay.
Like your password on
That's not,
here.
I felt so bad. You tore it out of the thing.
I like to keep a G-rated one anyway, so you know.
I have my school password. I mean,
I wish I could get back into if I had time to do writing too. Like, that's my real big passion is the writing. It's interesting.
Yeah, that was based on the nightmare I had actually.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I had this
Some
nightmare.
of the
It was
best ideas.
awful, and I just like, oh my gosh, worst dream ever. And
you want to try to play?
Sure, I would love to try.
So
So he starts up there, and so here's the one you use to control it, and then he can't hit it. It won't hurt you. But you can't do anything. But you have to launch its face and start turning away. Because if you touch it, then we don't see it.
So, it's the idea to, oh gosh. Oh, why did I move?
That's probably because it was touching the X or the bomb.
Yeah, let's figure out what that is. So what's the win state? What's your goal? How do you win this?
So to win it, you just have to after 10 minutes, you'll have if your dex is less than 0, then
Gotcha. I'm going to give you a challenge. What I'd like for you to do is also maybe have some coins
okay.
to kind of give you a collection goal. It might be a little better than like timing. So create a coin and see if like. What also would be cool is maybe for the coins to be where the bombs are, and the bombs set off randomly rather than pressing space.
So how would you?
So what you can do, yeah, let's go to where the bomb blows up. Okay. Where, select one of the bombs. Yeah. So what you could do is instead of when I receive the bomb, that could actually just be a time that when the game starts, it puts in a random number into the timer, and when you put if time is 0,
Who wanted to see my
you
sketchbook?
then throw the so you can create another one that throws the bomb thing.
Yeah,
At a
just
random
so when you're
time,
done, just pass it
rather
over
than
here
a
and
space.
install.
So where's the random?
So random is in the operators.
Okay, pick random.
Yes.
And then you specify if you're gonna,
What was that?
So what you would do is
So
create a
for-
random number and then count that number down. You give that random number a variable.
Yeah.
So you would create this random number, create a variable that holds that. And then create a program that then when it gets a number, counts down.
That's
And then when it hits 0,
Okay.
you send out this.
okay, so I think I should like make the block.
You're fine.
Yeah, you, if you want to create code that doesn't actually exist in an item, the best place to put it is, I don't know if you know this, but the stage has its own code too.
Oh, cool.
So if you put stage,
Yeah, the stage can use it, but I can't like.
no, but it can hold variables and stuff, if you don't want to put those variables
Right.
inside of the audience.
Okay, cool.
Because like if a bomb
It's
destroys
That's
itself,
cool.
then that code could disappear as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
What?
You're doing great. And I just want to challenge you a little bit.
Okay.
Right.
You guys are working everything.
So I added myself to the Facebook page.
Okay, great. Speaking of Facebook page, let's take a picture. Yeah. Picture of everybody just on there. Why don't, if you could please like stand behind the kid. Look cool.
I don't know if you have any questions about it. Yeah, well, it's fun. A lot of that is self-taught. I went to school for Singleton as well. A lot of times looking at what you do. So like you see here, like none of this is like super detailed, right? Now see how like that arm right there is one stroke, one stroke, one stroke, one stroke. These are called gestures. When you're drawing gesture, you want to use as many strokes as possible to try to capture.
I like your
to try
potato.
and capture something. Eventually, this, and even here you can see there's just one stroke for right there for that first time. You know, try to use as many strokes as possible to kind of create a stylized image. And sometimes like with here with Sozen, there's Soren. Like Soren is drew in pencil.
Yeah.
Pencil, so, yeah.
You can't use
You just take a sketchbook and you draw every day.
So smart yourself.
That is
Avoiding our presence. That's what makes me so happy. Gotta become safe for life.
It's idea for.
I don't know how smart it's.
So it's a stylized whole thing, sort of having curly hair. He's got like a spiky mohawk. Look at this.
The chance.
Yeah.
Really impressed with myself.
There.
Do that?
I did all that.
I am.
That's amazing.
Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, we are almost. Okay, yeah, I mean, if you want to stand, somebody's working on.
How's it going? Good?
Yeah, everybody's enjoying. Had a lot of fun. They're so also smart, they barely need our help.
So 3 days in, right?
Yes, this is only the third day.
Day 3. How's it working out?
We're having a great time.
Really
This
play
is,
Doors Fast.
There's several who are already at the point of making
It
games.
is kind of it's
Our
it's
job
your
will be able to
process.
just keep up with them and continue the challenge. And there are some that this is relatively new, but everybody's getting it. And,
Good.
I literally thought in the game.
they're all, the great thing is they can all kind of go at their own pace. And as long as they walk out of here having learned something and had fun at the same time, in our eyes, that's a success. And,
His older brother got into making videos. Got him
It's hard.
things to mount his phone for camera.
Oh,
and computer to edit things.
well,
He's running with that, so one of the.
we're so glad he's here, and also just to let you know an opportunity. He's got friends who are interested, and they come. You get kind of a kickback on them for a future month.
I got it.
If they sign up the
Yes,
designer,
finally.
you get 75 off your next month. If they sign up the starter, you get 50 off.
So these we
If
are
they
seeing
sign up
here,
the
these
beta,
are
which is this one time,
they're
you get
all
25
district
off.
offices. So see how it
We
says.
definitely want it.
These work fine. Everything else is a minute.
Possibly what's his friend's name.
An idea behind district
No.
offices exercise warm up.
You should invite him.
We got my
You should invite him. And then also, if you don't know,
and
did I tell you about May 19th?
character design.
Or the network party?
So
I
I try to do
Okay,
gesture
So
every
on the
day.
19th,
They make characters for video games.
That's gonna be a.
That's cool.
oh gosh,
Let me
I've
see.
already got
So
26
let me see
people who
what
signed
I
up who aren't even members of the club.
Okay, so this
They
is,
can
so
come
this
for free,
is Mike.
but if you bring a
Mike is
friend,
character
they'll need
design.
to pay. It's only
And I
25
need
bucks
to
for 4
figure out
hours.
what.
So they can come bring their friends, it's kind of a way for us to help grow the group as well as bring your friends. We'll bring your parents in and say, here's our club room, we have to use a larger room, and expecting at least 50 already. And I've only spent 50 bucks on Facebook advertising.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
take notes of
Just
like
sign
so
up
much
quick.
the thing is my
It
graphic
is.
time
I
is
had no
stylized
idea
eyes. So how do
that
I,
nothing like this
create that
existed. I
style
just
that reads
assumed
sort of
people were
ages,
teaching
but,
this.
you know,
There are
There's a
many
little
of them.
bit of.
there's summer
camp
tired.
behind,
So-
years.
I don't
Yeah,
know
and they're more like
if
3D
it's-
print
Right.
engineer
All
stuff,
those are
and I've
all-
been telling people, look, if we wanna
uh,
be something other than a city
You
of
know, if
engineers,
there's like these,
we've gotta
these
stop
right here
programming
are
artists
just
to
ideas.
just be engineers. There's
Generative
nothing wrong
ideas,
with it,
you know, or
but we
maybe
need to
just
give
more starting
additional
character design.
opportunities.
So like I
We were
draw
just
basic
talking here, it'd be
shapes, just
awesome
start
for
first
maybe
thing,
Huntsville
so
to be a place
it's
known for making video games.
Some of these
That's where people
actually
go to
have
make
a
games,
reference,
so
so that's like Native American.
we'll see how it goes. It's working
different Slavic
so far.
spirits,
Um,
kind of that inspiration.
I got a degree in math.
And then he's just like
right up me.
Hey, that's, oh, we were just telling them, guys, you wanna get into this because adult jobs stink. They're boring. Make sure if you can do it when you're young, You'll get to do fun stuff when you don't, or you get stuff.
You know,
like
and then
us.
some of these are like,
Doing math all day
Yeah,
for somebody.
this is me, how I, that's how I
They
felt.
really big, enjoying stuff.
Good. If you don't know,
Yeah.
so this is like a cat as an Overwatch character. This is
I saw.
my friend
Oh,
Mike.
geez.
Mike is an Overwatch character.
Like make a little bomber.
And then this is me as an Overwatch character.
Yeah, my wife's, I mentioned, yeah, my wife is software. She was gonna start like teaching Python and stuff. What's he gonna do with
It's like it's an omnic. So
They make Hello
it's
World
a
and,
Danish omnic that's
you know, maybe write a loop or something.
State edition.
That inspired by Cuphead.
Yes, it was. This was me trying to figure out what I would look like as a Cuphead character.
I love when you imagine, I
How's
love
that
when you
going?
try to kill yourself and,
I just.
kind of like your teenager, I guess the Mohawk was like your thing, if I like.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything Guardian too.
Yeah.
Remember John did with the little.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then I
With
said.
his thin. So yeah, like it's just a matter of drawing what you see and drawing, and not just drawing what you see, but drawing what you feel. This is based off a nightmare I had. This is another drawing where it's just like
Yeah,
just
and
right
then
before I
maybe
moved to
keeping in
Huntsville,
mind
so I was
third level
thinking about my
difficulty, the
Did
next
enough
layer
programming
you
to
can
get
do
by.
there's
is
so
at
many
a time,
Okay.
you must do it within.
No.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Not
like,
And then these are like some,
and I think
these are
if you
people I
guys
saw
have
at
countdown,
church.
no, you
So I was like, no, if I
Maybe,
mentioned that,
like,
it's like they
not
were
trying
an
to jump
animal,
ahead.
if they were an animal, they
that's
look
always the way you do it.
So are we allowed to,
Yeah, my only caveat with that is, we won't be here to help you, parents probably wanna know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But if you wanna move it, do it at home too, there's nothing to stop you. Just say you get stuck, just don't worry about it and wait
You
till
mean
the next
Mario?
club meeting.
This is me trying
And,
to.
but also
trying to
do the
teach
challenges,
my
these
nephew
challenges
stuff
help you
along.
level up.
But you
So
have the
there's a
Goomba.
challenge section.
I think,
yeah,
I think
Go to
so.
profile.
Just like I want to be in video games, and so like it's not just me create them, I have to be inside them.
I like
So
that.
I like try to like
Yeah.
visualize myself in this
There's
world.
3 challenges in there.
I like
with
that.
actual words.
Let's see. Oh, here's Dorby.
Got a new
Okay,
sprite.
so like
Thank
here's
you so
Dorby.
much for coming.
So Dorby's
That video
in
is really-
game.
And then you can choose one of those categories.
Yes.
I have a
I
challenge.
just got the out.
So like,
These are like
stuff you
these
can
are
also do
sketches.
is watch a
Thanks to
video,
you,
take
Jonathan.
a quiz.
These are like sketches of what's
Yeah, like-
what's like
You
your
watch
vision
several
look like.
videos,
What's
about
about
it. Or like,
So-
you play one, you play 5
What's
games,
this?
you know, write a short description of each,
I don't know what
submit
this
it,
is.
when I
It's
read
fun.
it. You'll get 100 XP.
So yeah, there's all sorts of things in here.
If you get bored of this, you can kind of do a challenge as well.
I have an Ewok character in the Star Wars RPG that I play.
Yeah, but when you start a game, you always want to finish it. So.
Exactly, right? Of course.
Anything else?
Oh,
It's pretty much. Yeah.
You're doing great.
Anyway.
get through this.
What you working on?
What?
Both boys decided
Ugh.
to make an investment in one computer that hopefully lasts them.
Which
So,
ones?
like, one of my older one got a Mac, and now for this we got him.
He's
A what?
crazy.
An Alienware.
Oh, okay,
Get
nice.
through this
That's what I have at
maze.
work, so.
Oh, nice. We're hoping we make the investment.
So that
in
one's
good
tough.
one for each kid.
Did you figure it out?
No.
It's
Okay.
been a while to figure out shit.
So the best way to do it is
Yeah,
to work
that's
your
the
way
big- that's the big
backwards.
And then when they,
Look
and
at
then if
that
they do,
goal,
just
figure out,
you may
okay,
find
if you're
yourself in
getting
a
to the
situation
goal,
where you have to
you're giving stuff.
reinstall your whole operating system.
Yeah.
That's a good way to make a computer last long. Is like if it's being slow for some
There you
reason,
go.
or like trying everything,
You're almost there.
just wipe the whole thing clean, reinstall the operating
Perfect, great
system.
job.
That one was really hard.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
getting already, I'm just like, I don't wanna deal with it anymore.
Yep,
work.
that's a lot of work.
I've just gone to a straight iPad and was like, hey, it works.
Oh no, somebody just
But you gotta get a bag of film in here, or
crazy.
what?
No.
Oh, okay, you didn't bring it back?
Oh no.
Did you get your design log, bud? Do you have your design? Okay, great.
Hey, you wanna carry something?
Elevator.
Alright. Alright, thank you all.
Next time. Safe. Have a good night.
Appreciate it, you too.
See ya.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Hi.
Hi. It was you that, you had a part, right?
Oh, yeah.
just turned it on. I had it working earlier. Okay, got it. Do you remember what it was? Let me go look.
Oh, they're invisible. This is my daughter from her. Yeah, and actually,
What do you
see, they can actually see their blur behind. I will post it on the weekend. I just killed them. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I like that. Some of them, yeah. I got my, I uploaded some to my Facebook page.
Some of y'all's parents are here.
A lot of it's on my Instagram.
Sorry if I didn't tell you, we're done.
My mom's
I don't
at,
know whose is whose, so you probably need to pop your head out and see if your parents are here.
my mom's at a release society.
Okay.
Oh man.
We need to take these with us, right?
Yes, those are yours.
Remember to bring them
How
back
can I
next
get
time.
past this elevator
Protect them with
shaft?
your lives.
No. Pack it up. What's that Marjorie said?
I really